Hello, it's me James and welcome back to the channel. Of course, it would start raining as soon as I hit record. I mean, what are the chances of that? Either way, I mean, this is just a little intro. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the 3 top OP duplication glitches that are available in the latest version of the game. And yes, before anyone asks, I will let you know if these glitches work in realms as well as we get to the glitches. And the first duplication glitch in today's video is the portal duplication glitch. Now, normally I would show you 2 different ways of doing this. I would show you with a shulker box, just one single shulker box, and then I would show you with a chest. Today, for a little bit of speed, and because personally I think it's a little bit easier with the chest. I know not everybody's got shulker boxes, however you might have multiple shulker boxes, which I'm going to grab multiple of them right now. So I've got 2 of the same shulker box in here and they're all full of the same items, as you can see. Yeah, as I was saying, you might not have shulker boxes, or you might only have a few shulker boxes, or in turn you might not have any shulker boxes. So what I'm going to be doing is duplicating a combination of shulker boxes and normal items, just in case you don't have the resources like the shulker boxes, just to do the shulker box method. So first of all, what you're going to want to do is make yourself a nether portal and make sure it's safe on both sides. 2 blocks away from the nether portal, we're going to put a chest a little bit like this. So 1, 2, and then a chest facing the nether portal, alright? And once we got this set up, we've got the chest in front, we've got all the items we want to duplicate, and of course we've got our nether portal. What we're going to want to do is first of all get this away from us. Oh no, this is really bad timing. I don't know why I don't have this on peaceful right now. Alright. Alright, no, there you go. There you go. Right, I've successfully killed all of them. They're all gone. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save and quit whilst I'm standing in front of this chest, alright? So, you can look at the chest if you really want, like that, and save and quit. What this is going to do is make the game remember this point in time, as you can see right here. And then I'm going to click on it right now, and then basically, as soon as we join the world, we're going to want to fill any items that we want to duplicate into this chest. So I'm going to duplicate 3 hose, 2 pickaxes, some drip leaves, and some food, and, you know, just stuff like that, alright? So I put all that in, and we're simply, as soon as we've filled that up, we're going to go through the nether portal by walking backwards. Now, as soon as we've gone through the nether portal, like this, we're going to want to exit out of the game. And remember when we saved and quit last time in front of the chest, we should now go back to that point as soon as we re-enter the world. So let me go ahead and you see that how our picture is still facing the chest. So yeah, we're just going to jump on, and now basically what we should have achieved is having all of the items in our inventory. So we've got all the items back in our inventory, as you can see, but also we will have all of the items in the chest. Now, if you were to do this just with full shulker boxes, yeah, you would be able to duplicate so many shulker boxes. I mean, you could probably fill up this chest if you really wanted to. Of course, the most efficient way would be to do this duplication glitch with full shulker boxes of items, as you can see here. However, like I say, if you don't have full shulker boxes, just go ahead and duplicate the blocks. And apparently I unlocked a crafting recipe. Nice. Very quickly, actually, what I want to do is throw these back in here, and I'm going to grab every single shulker box like this. Alright, so I've got loads. You see that? I've got, how many now we got? We got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, 6. We got 6. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you this one more time again, just so you know that this is pretty reliable. So first of all, you want to grab all of the items that we are going to duplicate. This time, I'm just going to duplicate my hotbar just for the purposes of the video. So all we're going to do is save and quit facing the chest, and we're going to do the exact same process again. We're going to jump onto the world, as you can see. And, of course, the game remembers that point in time. As soon as we log back in, oh, we've got all the items in there anyway. It doesn't matter. We can just throw these in. We can fit all of those in, as you can see. And now we're going to go back into the nether portal. And remember, as soon as we go through the nether portal into the nether, I mean, you can walk forward if you really want. It doesn't really matter. But you want to exit out of the game promptly. And as soon as you've exited out of the game, you are free to load the game back up again. As you can see, we're just waiting for that to load back up. and we should in fact be in the exact same position. And once again, we should have the items in our inventory and the items in the chest as well. So you can see here, we've got all the items back in our inventory, and then we've got all of those items in the chest as well. So you can see that is a pretty reliable duplication glitch. And remember, this one will only work on normal worlds, although this one, yeah, it's really, really OP. It's not been patched in so long. So if you're looking for a reliable duplication glitch and you're on a normal world, this one is the one for you. On to the next one. Next on the list, we have a little dupe I like to call the Regeneration Dupe. Now, there are two forms of this dupe, two different ways that you can perform this dupe. One of them, you will be able to get any block in the game. As you can see, I've got a number of different blocks set up on this kind of area. And the other one, you can literally duplicate any item in the game. It's entirely up to you which one you use, but remember, both of these are the regen dupe. I've seen a few comments saying, nah, that's not the regen dupe. The first one's not the regen dupe. No, both of them rely on the regen dupe. Alright, again, I'm super proud of the regen dupe. This thing has still not been patched. I literally do not understand how it's not been patched. The day that I found this dupe, I didn't expect it to be one of the longest lasting duplication glitches in Minecraft history. And that is, yeah, telling no lies. So basically, I'm doing this on a normal world, this duplication glitch. However, this one right here will fully work on realms as well. So it will work on realms and normal worlds. Like I said, I'm doing this on a copy of Simply Survival, which is a normal world. And because of that, I will not have to wait as long as I would on realms. I have a full video of me doing this on realms, which I will put in the description below. But remember, it's not exactly the same as what you're about to see now. You do have to wait a little bit longer on realms for certain processes to happen. So what I've got set up behind me right here is I've got a load of blocks in their own specific chunk. Each one of these are in their own specific chunk. Like these, for example, this is in their own chunk, alright? And same for every single one here. There is nothing else in that chunk apart from the emeralds and the cobblestone right there. And the same for the diamond ore. There is nothing else in that chunk apart from the diamond ore, cobblestone, and that enderman on top of there. But I'm pretty sure you get what I'm saying. Each one of these are in their own specific chunk, alright? What we're going to do is I'm going to save and quit in front. I'm not sure if this is actually a requirement of this. I'm just going to do it because I've not been on this world in quite some time doing this glitch. So, I just want the game to literally make sure it remembers this. I'm pretty sure you don't have to save and quit there. I'm just saying that. And now what we're going to want to do is remove all of this, alright? So, as I said, I'm pretty sure you didn't have to save and quit right there. It doesn't really matter if I don't collect the items. But basically, you probably want to collect some of the items if you want to duplicate. And then all we want to do is basically save and quit, alright? And this is the save and quit that you are going to like be required to do. So, and then as soon as you load back into the game, what will happen is those blocks that you just destroyed will completely regenerate. All right. So you can see, yeah, we can literally rinse and repeat this. So as long as we keep clearing out the entire chunk, these blocks or whatever blocks are in that chunk will literally regenerate. So there you go. That's a second time of me doing it. And, of course, if I did pick up the items, I would be rich in diamonds right now. But I was just letting them fall down the void. As soon as I load it in once again, you can see, boom. All of the items have regenerated. And that is why we call it the regeneration glitch. Because, literally, if you continue to clear the chunk, like I'm doing right now, you will duplicate your items like this. I'm just going to jump back on the glass. And there we go. Let's do it one more time. Save and quit. And back onto the, of course, world. And yeah, there you go. Oh, well, not yet. There you go. And you can see we've duplicated all of the blocks. I have a few blocks, 13 blocks, which I'm going to throw in the void. But like I said, this is the block version, so you can do this with blocks. Not only can you do this with blocks, though, one thing I did forget is you can actually get illegals from this. Some of them include illegal schools, so you can get different sitting mob schools, which are like they sit funny in your inventory. You used to be able to get signs. I'm not sure if they fixed that or not. Yeah, I have no idea if they fixed it or not, but these were my illegal sections. And yeah, you basically just do the exact same process, just with illegal items. Again, I've got more details on that in the detailed video, which I'm going to put in the description below, if that's something that interests you. But right now, let's get on to the every item part of the glitch, which for that, we need to literally go over here. And over here, you will see I've got this little setup, alright? I've marked a chunk out with glass, and the border of this chunk is the yellow glass right here, alright? So this is just a little indication of where the chunk ends. What we're going to want to do is make sure that we've got some chests with items. So I'll show you the items. This is a full chest of full shulker boxes, so that would be the most efficient way to do this. I think the rest of them are just empty. So actually what I'm going to do is just throw these items in here so we can duplicate something in each of the chests at least, alright? And then for the rest of them, what we're going to want to do is actually... Alright, I have no axe, so I'm going to have to slowly remove these chests with my sword. And basically, we want to get rid of all these shulker boxes, because I've just got to reset this up again. Now, because I'm on a normal world, it's actually a lot faster to set this thing up. All I've got to do is go like that. And then make sure all of the rest of the shulker boxes are actually, you know, in the void, because I don't want to have a load of shulker boxes on the floor. And once you've removed all of the other shulker boxes like that, we should have a setup that looks a little bit like this. Of course, we've got a bunch of chests in their very own chunk. Remember, this chunk is completely empty. There's nothing else in this chunk. And remember, you're going to want to do this duplication glitch on the bottom sub-chunks. You can see that's why I'm so low on the floor of the end, because this only works on the bottom sub-chunks of the end. You can't do it on the main end island. So, yeah, I just wouldn't try that if I was you. And yeah, basically we've got all the items that we want to duplicate, as you can see. And yeah, they're all in their own chunk. We've got this set up, they're on the border. And basically what we're going to do right now, just to make sure the game saves this point in time, is we're going to save and quit, alright? Now, sometimes, if you do this too quickly, you will get invisible chests. I've had a lot of people say, yeah, it doesn't work, I just get invisible chests. Well, that means because you're doing it too quickly. Again, that's a more of a thing on Realms, but I think normal worlds, it's a little bit easier. So now, I'm pretty confident that this has saved. Of course, we're on a normal world. We don't have to wait as long. So I'm going to click that like that. And at this point, I've actually been told that you do not need to go to the overworld. So I'm going to try that right now. It might not work for me. I've always gone to the overworld in the past, but you know what, right now let's just try and going not to the overworld. Let's just save and quit, not in the overworld, and in the end right now. So all we got to do is log back on, and as soon as we log back on, we should have 2 sets of chests, as you can see. And apparently, yeah, I didn't have to go to the overworld, so that's a really nice thing to know. And basically, we can check both of these chests, and all of the items will be duplicated in that chest. Let me just grab this one just to show you we've been able to duplicate any item in the game. Of course, every single one of these will have duplicated as well, as you can see, like that. All right, so you can see there, and of course there. Yeah, all of them have duplicated, and it is as simple as that. All you need is this little bit of a setup right here, and then of course, yeah, some chests with some items in. It is simple as that. Remember, it's a little bit more difficult on Realms because there is a little bit of a waiting time. I often say to people, dude, it's not working for you because you are basically impatient. A lot of people don't like me saying that, but honestly, I'm just trying to be truthful with you guys, you know? I remember starting this duplication glitch when my friend Kevin said to me, look, we've optimized it, we've made it better. I could not get it to work purely for the fact me personally, was being impatient. Now, that doesn't matter if you are on a normal world. Yeah, it doesn't really come into it, as you just saw. I did it pretty instantly. However, if you're on a realm, yeah, patience is really the key. On to the next duplication glitch. Next up on the list, and the final duplication glitch of today's video, we have one that is kind of the same as the regen dupe. However, it's slightly different. I mean, it's the same kind of process, but it, like I said, yeah, it's slightly different, and it's also not in the end. So for whatever reason you don't want to go to the end, this one might be the one for you. You can also literally expand this one so much. You can have so many chests. As you can see, I've just set up this small version of the duplication glitch, and if we pretend that all of these are full shulker boxes, yeah, we are basically going to have so much stuff. As you can see, every single one of these are full with items, or at least shulker boxes, which we can pretend are full. But yeah, you could duplicate so many shulker boxes using this glitch. Now, there is a little bit of a setup required. I'm going to show you that setup right now. Basically, you can see we've got all of these pistons. I think there's 16 or 15 in total, and I also think there's 15 or 16 chests. You know what? Let's double check. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's right, 15. And there's also 15 chests. Remember, all of those chests are full with shulker boxes. And of course, the shulker boxes will be full of items if you're doing this, to duplicate a lot of items. Now, this orange line right here indicates the edge of a chunk. So let me just show you that. You can see that the pistons fully extended are in their own chunk, along with the clock, the redstone clock, which is 15 pieces of redstone this way. And then another one right here next to a solid block. And then on top of that one, we've got a solid block with another solid block, a repeater in the middle, and a redstone torch just here. And then finally, on top of that redstone torch, we've got another solid block with a lever. And if we pull that, you can see what that does is bring the chest in and out of the chunk. So let me show you that right now. You see, the chests are coming in and out of the chunk. Now, this is the exact setup we are going to need to perform this duplication glitch, alright? So, once you've got this whole thing set up, again, let me show you the setup. We've got 15, right here, we've got 15 pistons, we've got 15 chests. Now, on the last bit, on the last piston, you want a solid block, and then you can run a line of redstone down the back. Next to this solid block, we're going to want a redstone dust with a solid block on top. And a solid block in front of that redstone dust just there with a repeater facing that way. And you don't have to click that at all. You can just leave it exactly how it is. And we're also going to need a redstone torch just here. You see that redstone torch? And a lever, and of course a block on the redstone torch so we can place the lever on. And that is literally as easy as it is to set up. All we're doing there is basically setting up a redstone clock so it can go in and out like so. Once you've got this set up like so, you're going to want to turn it on and come to the middle. We're going to want to walk backwards until a point of where we cannot see the chest anymore. And you'll see what that looks like any second. Actually, not any second now. Any second now. And yeah, there you go, the chests have now disappeared. What we're going to want to do is crawl forward or just crouch forward and go just so we can see all of the chests. All right, you see that, how we can see all of the chests moving forward and backwards now. But if I was to move backwards, both of the M1s are no longer kind of visible fully. So what we want to do is just inch forward so we can see all of the chests. At this point, we are okay to save and quit. You might want to save and quit here just so you give yourself a few more attempts at this. In case, anything goes wrong. Of course, we don't want anything to go wrong, so make sure you have got that copy as well. Make sure you've saved and quit, and you're pretty much ready. Alright, so we're going to wait for the chest to come forward, and as soon as they come forward, a little bit like this, we are going to exit out of the game. As soon as we've exited out of the game, we are free to go back on the game and load up that world we just exited out of. Okay, so we're going to wait for this to load up, and basically we should have now 2 rows of duplicated chests. So let's just have a little look, and we're going to wait just for it to load. And you can see that if you can see moving chests, that the dupe is unsuccessful. So I'm thinking right now that dupe right here was unsuccessful. But I'll show you what I mean if you have a save and quit. I'm going to walk forward here like that. See how it was unsuccessful? There's no dupe. I'm going to exit out the game again, and what that should do is put me in the exact same position that I want to be in, allowing me to reattempt the duplication glitch, if that makes sense. Alright, so now when we load in, we should be back in the position of the chest moving, and we don't have to realign ourselves. Okay, so let's just have a little look. And yeah, you see that? We're in the exact same position when we saved and quit before. So, you know what? I'm going to move a little bit further forward like that. Perfect. I'm going to save and quit one more time just to save my position. Again, you don't have to do that. I mean, but I would recommend doing it. It's entirely up to you though. And yeah, we're going to go back on the game, and we're basically going to exit out of the game when they come closest to us. Now, you may want a spyglass to do this, although you can just kind of guess. You can kind of go forward and yeah, exit out of the game. And as soon as you've exited out of the game, what you're going to want to do is load the game once again, and we're going to jump back onto the world we just exited out of. You see that? We're going to jump back onto this world, and then we should basically, when this starts to work, because the chests are no longer moving. You see that? How the chests are no longer moving. You can also see that the pistons are no longer moving. This is a good indication that we've actually successfully done this. So, you see right here, right? So if we go to push this, yep, nothing's happening. So what I suggest you do right now is break these. And if you break it, you'll get a chest spawn in front I don't know why this happens like this. It happens like this sometimes. It doesn't happen all the time. So then I'm just going to go down the line, breaking all these. And you'll see that all the chests will appear. And, of course, in those chests are all of our items that we've duplicated. Again, I'm not really sure why it does this, but it is super, super glitchy. It's kind of a weird ghost block. Except the block itself is actually not there. You see, look. There's literally not even no blocks here until you remove these pistons. So I'll go down the line doing that so you can see. It kind of looks like magic, right? It's crazy. So we're going to remove all these. And as soon as we remove them, and of course, like I said, you know that the glitches work because these no longer push along. And that's how you know if you need to remove these or not. Sometimes I've had it where the chests actually disappear as well. That's why it's really important to have a copy of your world. But as soon as you remove all of these pistons like so, yeah, you will have duplicated chests. So remove that one. And now we've got all the duplicated chests. As I said, if these were full, we would have so many items right now. Look at that. Wow. This is insane, right? Every single one of these full with items. None of them have lost any items. And they've all literally duplicated. Of course, once you've done this process, you can literally just go like this again. Oh, and then it will push it, apparently. Which I didn't know. But, yeah, you can just put these back on again. Which is kind of alright. Of course, you are going to need these on at some point anyway. And it's kind of annoying putting them back on, actually. Because you get pushed back. But, yeah, you are going to need to put these back on if you are going to want to, of course, do this duplication glitch. So, let me just put this back on right now. May as well. And there we go. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Oh, no, wrong way. And as soon as I put this one on, what I would do afterwards, if I wanted to just rinse and repeat this, is I would destroy all these. Collect all the blocks, and I would literally just rinse and repeat this duplication glitch. Again, you are going to need some kind of chunk aligner pack, or some kind of way to know where the chunks are. Same for the regen dupe. That is a very important part of this. Again, you can find some packs over on the JamFam Discord, which will be located in the description below. But yeah, that is all of the duplication glitches in today's video. The top 3 OP duplication glitches in the Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Remember, guys, if you have any new duplication glitches, let me know, and you never know, it might be in a video. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.